Hi everyone, it's Nicole Martel. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm sharing a fun art journal using a variety of products from Art by Marlene. I love the 4x4 art journal. It's an easy size to work with, so I'm going to go ahead and work in that today. I have some stencils and some stamps, pattern paper. I'm especially going to be working with the unicorn stamps. This is the first time that I'm actually going to work with a stamp set from Art by Marlene and actually color in the images. So I'm going to share that process with you, and I'm going to show you how fun this little page was to make. There's lots of color and fun and just magic. Super fun. So to begin, I'm just slapping down some color using the acrylic markers, and there's no right or wrong way of doing it. I just want to make sure there's color in the background and there's no white. And so that's my ultimate goal. I did have an idea that I was going to go with pinks and purples with a touch of teal for the colors. So you'll have to have some kind of idea of what color palette you're going to be working with. And those are the colors I'm going to be working on with. And then so I'm just slapping down the colors and just doing, it looks sloppy now, but once I start adding the paper and the stamps and some washi and paint, it's gonna look so neat. And I just love the process of art journaling because really it's so freeing to just play. And so now that all my colors are down, I love this lilac. I'm trying to figure out a mixed medium that I want to use for the stencil. And I figured I wanted to do the gold, but then I thought it's a little too much with the colors, and I just want it to look really pretty. So in the end, I decided to go with the Crafters Workshop Stencil Butter and Pearl, and I'm just going to use the silicone brush, and I'm just going to pull that right through the stencil. And I just like how that looks. The background is really pretty. And then I'm going to go ahead and carefully do that on the other side. I'm not covering the whole page, just a little bit. Well, the center, across the center. And some of this is going to get covered up anyway, but it's just fun. And the stencil butter goes through the stencils perfectly. It's very smooth. And then I thought I would go ahead and use some acrylic sprays just to add some more color. And I wanted to add a touch of teal, and my nozzle wasn't working, and then I decided I have the lilac. I'm just going to go ahead and spray some of this down too. I have not used this yet, and I just think it would just add a little bit more color to the background, make it more pretty. I'm just going to spray some of that down. Alright, and there you see that. And now I'm going to go ahead and stamp the unicorn on a piece of paper. It's just white cardstock. And so if you don't have a MISTI, you could try it this way. I suggest you get a MISTI if you're into stamping because it just makes the process easy, and you get an even print. But you won't get an even print if you just do it the way I did it. I was trying to be lazy and not have to pull anything out, but it didn't work out. So now I'm going to go back to my MISTI, which I should have done the first time, and stamp. And you'll see the big difference here with how it looks. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that off, and then I'm going to stamp my sentiment in black, and then there we go. That's good. Alright, now I'm going to color in the unicorn, and I'm using some acrylic markers, and I'm just carefully coloring in the lines. And I really like the black VersaFine ink because it dries quick and it does not bleed. And so while I'm coloring this, none of the black is bleeding into the color, which is great. And so I'm using both sides of the acrylic marker for the flowers. So if I'm going to go light, I go dark in the center, vice versa. And I just love this process. It's just so calming. And so I'm just using some purple here and there, trying to stay in the lines here. I really like this unicorn is so pretty. I've had it for some time, and I've been telling myself I'm going to use it, and I haven't. So finally I said, I'm going to go ahead and start using this stuff that I have and playing with it more. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, excuse me, and add a little bit of dark teal in there. And I'm just being careful. I don't want to overdo it because I kind of want it to be a balance between all the different colors. And I don't want one color to outshine the other. And so while I'm doing this, I'm trying to think of what else I want to add, because I do need another color. But I like the purple with the teal, but I feel like it's too much if I add more. So I'm going to just add a touch of lilac throughout the horns. And then I'm going to add a little bit of dark purple for the flowers. That really makes it pop. I like how that looks. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add some more lilac through the unicorn's mane. And then I did use the white acrylic marker to color the unicorn. And then I thought, it's too white. So what I'm going to do is come back after I fussy cut this out. And then I'm going to use my finger. I'm going to rub the lilac on my finger. And then I'm going to smooth it all over the unicorn to kind of dull that down a little bit, because it looks weird, the white. I don't know. It's the color, I think. I'm not sure. If you agree with me, comment in the comments, because I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. It just looks strange to me. And maybe it's the cardstock is whiter than the actual acrylic. I'm not sure. But either way, once I add a little bit of lilac, and you'll see that, I think it adds such a much difference to the unicorn. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm trying to think of what I want to do. I'm going to splash some of the acrylic spray on the actual page. And none of my blue is working out for me today. Like, it's dried. Alright, you can use a paintbrush to paint this down too. I just added a little bit of blue tint. And I'm going to go ahead and splatter it. And just easy dip the brush in there. And just tap, tap, tap. And it just adds a little bit of splatter. Then I'm going to add another color, the teal. And this is so fun. I just had so much fun making this. And then what I'm going to do is I like to use black and white washi to like really make the pages pop. And then I'm using a gel medium to glue it down, only because it's still wet and I'm impatient. So I'm just gluing down the washi and applying the gel medium on top as well. That way it doesn't peel, because washi tape isn't that strong of adhesive and you can move it, and I didn't want it to fall out. So I'm just going to glue that down using the gel medium. Doesn't really matter what brand or kind you use, it all works the same, in my opinion. And as you can see, that washi tape looks really cool with those colors. And now I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut some of the pattern, because I really like the pattern in this paper, this corner, and I'm going to use this as well. So I'm trying to get my thoughts together. I'm going to just stress it a little bit. And I was going to just place this right on there, but it was kind of too much. So then I thought, I'm going to go ahead and rip it, tear it, and then just use pieces of it. And I'm happy with that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down using Beacon Adhesives 3-in-1. It's good for metal, paper. It's really great glue. It's one of my favorite. I'm going to glue this down as well. You can use a gel medium too, but I decided not to. Alright, and then I pop that on there, and you can see the paper tearing technique works great in these art journals because it just makes it different and fun and funky. I love that. Alright, so I glued the unicorn down, and then when I did that, I thought the unicorn is missing another color because of the orange and the red from the pattern paper. I felt like I needed to add something else to it. And so that's why I decided to add some orange. Not a whole lot, just a little bit, to kind of blend it in together. And then I'm going to go ahead and use a ink blending tool, and I brushed the ink right on there. And I didn't even stamp, I just pulled it from my stash from when I used it previously, and the excess stamp, the ink, I just blended it. Alright, and then I'm going to glue that down here. And now I am thinking about what I want to do. The rubber stamps are great for adding shapes to the background. And I'm going to be using this with the black ink. And I'm just tapping, just to add some designs in the background and a little bit of black to pull the bright colors out. Okay. And these are great. And you can color the center in with the acrylic markers. I'm going to go and find another pattern and stamp these down. And I'm just making it fun. I don't even have a plan. If there's a white space area, I'm stamping on it just to add some shape and fun to this thing. I love how this is coming along. It looks so busy, and I didn't plan on this at first, but once I got going, I just couldn't stop. And if you haven't played in one of these, give it a try. This is something new I've started last year, and I absolutely love it. Alright, I'm just stamping some more patterns in here. And I think that's good. Love that so much. And then I'm going to splatter some white. And just to kind of bring in the unicorn, the white from the unicorn, I'm just splashing it. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. Okay. And then I need to add some sequins, just to add some shimmery prettiness to this thing. And I always have a hard time finding out where to put these things. So one technique I use, as you can see, I sprinkled them on there, and then I would just glue them where they fell. But that didn't kind of work today. And so I kind of moved them around a little bit to make it work. But it's just an idea. If you're never sure what to do, just sprinkle it and see where they fall. And then glue these down. It's just so fun. Alright, and then I'm going to add some color to the unicorn. As I mentioned, I'm just rubbing the acrylic on my finger and smearing it. And it's okay. I think it's not as white if you look closer, but I like that. And then I'm going to add some glitter drops just to add some more color. And this is pretty much almost done. I just love this so much, and I would love to know your thoughts. What is it, something for you? Not quite into art journaling, that's fine too. What did you like the most about this process? And if there's anything else you'd like me to try out and share, please make a comment in the comments section, and I do read those, and I take them to heart. Alright, I'm wrapping up these. I'm looking for the small, teeny glitter drops to add in the circles here. And then I added some to the flower center for the purple flowers and the unicorn. And I'm just looking. I'm almost done with this 4x4 art journal. I have like 2-3 more pages. I just love that so much. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you found this inspiring. Take care.